You know what it is? Back again. I'm Stein with Skin and Bones Project Studios. This is The Skinny. This is my co-host for the day,
London Elixir.
in the building. Yo, we got a dope show for you today. We got somebody that's super knowledgeable. He's a dope producer. And matter of fact, let me holler at my co-host before we bring him out. Check it out. What up with you, L?
Hey, how's it going? How you doing?
I'm in the game. Got the new skinny
got the
shirts
merch.
today. Oh,
It's
shit.
fresh.
Okay, got the banner hitting them hard.
Period.
Hey, look, we doing it over here at Skin and Bones. I got that bad thing. I got just a whole lot of spit in my mouth and
No,
shit.
we just excited. It's good. We excited about our guests today. We excited about the show today. So
Hey, I'm smiling. I'm happy. Here's why I'm happy. Here's a person that I actually truly respect in terms of his knowledge, in terms of who he's worked with and the things that he's done. And I don't want to give it away because I actually want to talk to him about it when he comes out. He's super dope, and I know you follow him too.
yeah, of course. So
I
been watching for a while.
Yeah, I've been following him on Instagram. But without further ado, I think I should let you bring him out.
Let's do it. Coming to the couch, we got Realistic.
Realistic in
And
the
Maya.
building.
Come on, Maya. Come on out here, girl.
What?
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing? Great to finally
Good to
meet
see
you.
you.
Yeah, I know. Finally, we've been following each other for so long.
For a while, yeah, for a
real.
minute.
Yeah,
So
the
it's nice to
motherfucker
finally
don't
meet
follow
you.
me though.
What? Are you serious?
Do you? No, he don't follow me.
Let me change
I
that.
already know it.
Let me change that
Motherfucker don't follow
right
me.
now.
It's all good.
If that's the truth, I'm gonna change.
Now
that
you don't have to do
now.
it right now. I mean, I
I'm
get
gonna
it.
do it right now so
Okay.
I don't forget.
Yeah, do that shit.
Okay, look.
I'm pounding
I
like
follow him now.
See?
I'm pounding like hell.
But
Do
you're
that shit.
right. I didn't follow you. You're right. But I do now.
Okay,
It's official.
It's all good.
Yep.
Hey, I think it goes without saying that we're glad to have you.
Yeah.
And we're also glad to have you. So thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting him. My chocolate drop definitely supports me and all the shit I do in here, and I couldn't do it without her, actually. So I'm just gonna jump right in on your ass, man, for real.
Okay.
How
I'm
long
with
you
it.
How long you been doing music, man?
Man.
Hey, do me a favor. Get that a little closer to you. I
Little
want to
closer?
I want to capture everything you got.
How's this?
That's good.
Better?
Now,
Nice.
tell them how long you been doing music, bro.
Let's see. I started in 02. Really got into producing around 04. And then I started to get into mixing and engineering in 2015. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Engineering for about 6 years, producing for about 17, 18 years.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
for those who don't know, I'm gonna have you do this. I usually don't have people name drop. Drop a few gems on their ass. Who you work with?
We're just getting right to it. I like it. I work with or work for Sound Oracle. That's Timberland sound designer. He also works with Polo the Don, produced for Drake, Justin Timberlake, Beyonce, Chris Brown. Pretty much, it'd be easier to name the people he didn't work with.
You didn't work with. Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's a big list of names. And then I also, so I'm his head engineer, but then I'm also Amon Jackson's assistant engineer. He mixes for Future, Young Thug, Rick Ross, 2 Chainz, all them. So I work underneath them, and then because of that, I was able to, get a couple cool little things myself, like, work with Talib Kweli, Just Blaze.
Okay.
NBA 2K.
You say
Pharoah
that
Monch.
you grazing over that like that's not a
Yeah.
big deal, bro. And yeah, I jump right into it because I'm a fan of you.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, and I knew these things just by what you post and some of the things you've written. But
And-
look, I think you're super dope, and you've done that. So you've produced for 6 years, right? Or you?
No, I've been producing for about 17 or 18 years. I've been engineering for about 6 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I genuinely like and appreciate about you is when I go on Instagram, which pretty much is like everybody's messenger now, right? Everything's on Instagram. Some of your memes, though, dog.
Hilarious.
And when I say his memes are dope, you know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. It be shit that I be telling my wife that are my pain points in here.
Yeah.
Rappers that come to the studio, you got 8 niggas with you. Only
And
one.
wait, the one you posted the other day about like it was a lot of people, rappers be on stage with like 100 people, and the song be called "Trust No One."
Shit like that.
Yeah.
You got 8 people in the studio and nobody's on the track but one dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what is that all about? This guy is having the same issues that we all have. You know what I mean? So keep doing that.
Yeah.
Right? And I want to tell you this. I don't know if you knew this, but my wife and I, before we bought this place, we were living somewhere else, and the sonics were terrible, and I was having a really, really tough time EQing and getting my sound right. So I usually don't buy other people's tutorials and stuff like that, but I bought yours.
Oh wow.
I bought yours. I bought yours. I know you didn't know because motherfucker don't follow me. Of course you don't know.
I do now though.
Of course you don't fucking know. But anyway, I bought yours, and what I loved about yours and what I genuinely loved about his is what we talked about. I don't want to watch, and my wife saw me do it, 3 and 4 hours of footage to get one nugget. Like most of that shit I already know.
Yeah.
Like I already know it, but I have to listen to it. You know, I have to go through the whole thing until I learn that you can actually speed that shit up.
Yeah.
But yours, it was like, if you want to know this, go to this point.
Yep.
Bro, that was brilliant.
That's exactly why I designed it that way, is because if let's say we'll take an easy concept, right? If someone's trying to understand compressors, I don't want them to have to watch a 30-minute video on how it works. If they just want to know how the ratio works, I don't want them skipping through and have to deal with attack and release. Boom, here's a 2-minute video on how this works. Move on to the next one. So because of that, it ended up being like 150 videos, but everything is exactly what you want. You want to know how to EQ a vocal? Just watch this video. You want to know how to do reverb? Watch this video.
Yeah, that's actually how I found out about you, was through Sound Oracle's website.
Oh,
because
okay.
like I'm cool with Sound Oracle, so like I'm on his email list and stuff like that.
cool.
So like he would send out the videos about like how to EQ a kick drum or how to make your kick sit with the 808.
Yeah, right.
And then
all
I would
those.
click on the video and it would be you.
Yeah,
and I was
yep.
like, oh, okay, cool. So that's when I started following you. So yeah,
That's
like
crazy.
just like he was saying, like I like how it's short, like how the videos are short and very specific, because you don't have to like waste time if you already know a certain part. Like you could get right into the meat of what it is that you want to learn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And here's the thing about what you just said. Well, I appreciated it so much. I actually went back and watched some of the stuff that I didn't think I needed to watch, because if you're dropping those kind of gems and you're taking me right to it, giving me the keys to the castle, I might as well just watch the rest of it. And I find a lot of it was, for me, extremely helpful because I was an analog person. And then I moved over to digital, and I still to this day don't know how to marry the two. I don't even think I want to, because all the ins and outs and all that. I don't think I want to do it. But thank you for that. Thank you for that. And why don't you do this? Is it still available? Can people still purchase that?
Yeah, definitely.
Tell them. You don't have to look at yourself.
Yeah,
Tell
gotcha.
them. The whole time.
So there's 2 courses. They're both on soundoracle.net. One is called The Art of Beat Mixing, where we just focus on mixing beats and the instrumentals. And then the second one is called The Art of Vocal Mixing. So everything that we've applied with mixing beats, now we can go ahead and apply that for mixing vocals. And this is a good time to do a shameless plug. I'm about to do another one in a month, The Art of Mastering, which I've just pretty much wrapped up. I'd say I'm about like 85% done with that. So
The video of it?
yeah, the course, for The Art of Mastering. So that should be coming out in pretty like early July.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm looking forward to that. Why do you call yourself realistic?
Okay, so this was way back in 2003. I was with kicking with my guys, and we were wanting to be rappers and everything. We're all trying to come up with names, and I couldn't come up with something. And then like one of my friends was like, yeah, you just come up with something that describes you. And I was like, all right, well, what do you think describes me? And he's like, man, it could be realistic, man, because you be keeping that shit too real. And I'm like, oh, thank you, man. He's like, it's not a compliment. Like, motherfuckers want to like beat your ass, bro. Like how like you be keeping it.
Damn. Hey, but I like that though.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm gonna get my ass beat if I don't ask you who this beautiful woman is sitting next to you. Can you please slide this way a little bit? Thank you. Who is this?
So this is Maya. This is my girlfriend. We've been together for almost 7 years. And not only is she my girlfriend and partner in my life, but she's also my partner for running my business. She does a lot of assistant work. She's a really great photographer, graphic designer. So a lot of like the dope shit that you see on Oracle site, that's like all the graphics.
That's you?
It's her.
Wow.
Yep,
Okay.
exactly. All the cool photos of me in the studio looking like I'm actually doing something when all I'm doing is just touching a knob for the camera.
Right.
That's her.
I call my wife my anchor. She does the same thing for me. So if she helps me facilitate all of this. So
Yeah.
I think that's beautiful. I think you're beautiful. I think you guys are a beautiful couple.
Thank
and
you.
I'm super glad, like I say, man, to have you here. I'm ramped up with questions for you, but I'm like, I don't just want to beat you up. I definitely wanted the viewers to know where they could find the material that you discussed, and some of the people that you worked with. And I got to ask you this, bro, because it sounds like you experienced some of the pain points that I have. Why are you still doing this shit? You don't be wanting to quit this shit sometimes?
It beats working at Home Depot.
Come on.
Oh yeah, you're
Beats
right.
working
about
at
that.
Guitar Center,
Yeah.
Olive Garden,
Yeah,
right? All places
yeah.
I've worked. Because like I get to literally wake up, don't have anybody breathing down my shoulder,
Okay.
tell me what I got to do or anything. I can, if I had a rough night, I could sleep in for an hour if I want. I don't have to worry
Wow.
about being late for
Okay.
work or something like that. I just got to make it up later in the
Yeah.
day.
Why don't you just sell weed? I'm saying.
Yeah, well, it's actually funny.
I know some weed sellers.
Yeah, it's funny you bring that up. So so my backstory. I don't know how long y'all been following me because I posted this.
I just started following your ass because clearly
Okay.
you just started following me. So
Okay, gotcha. So I posted
Back at
about
you.
it a few years ago on the 10-year anniversary, but I'd actually did a little grip of time in the joint. I did about 5 years, and so that
ain't
was
no little grip. Good.
yeah,
Damn.
yeah. It was.
Shit.
It was a little bit of time, yeah. And so, that's where I kind of was able to get a lot of that out of my system. And,
Hell yeah.
and then that's actually, to be honest, it kind of gave me a leg up, bro, because like in there I had nothing but time. So I read books on music theory, music
Wow.
production, music business. My mom bought me a little piano one year for Christmas. So I just would play that all day.
You just focused. I mean, at that
Focused,
point, it was-
exactly.
and I didn't know that about you, right?
Yeah.
That's so. In your drive, and I'll say this: your drive, the way. This is hard. Shooting the skinny. This is hard.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about editing. I'm learning. I'm doing all this editing and shooting this footage, and you got videos on top of videos. Like he's still looking at him. So you look good, bro. Maybe.
Yeah.
How do you you're doing video on top of video on top of video? How do you keep motivated to do it? Because this is tiring for me.
Man, I got a chip on my shoulder, man. After what we just talked about, being in there, everybody wrote me off. Friends left me, stopped talking to me,
I got you.
family.
Gotcha.
So
Yep.
I came out with something to prove. I got out in 2013. I've been out for about 8 years now. And I was just determined, man, because I didn't want to be the loser of the family. And I didn't want to be that guy that proved everybody right. You know what I'm saying? So I just got that chip on my shoulder. And then once I started, getting in with the right people, it's even more motivating because, then
Absolutely.
I'm starting to work with all these, big names and people that I looked up to. It's just even more motivating.
So how did I'm
Go- no,
sorry.
no, go,
so
go,
how
go.
did you get linked in with Sound Oracle and AJ? Like what was that up like how did that happen?
Yeah, so the story with getting locked in with Oracle is actually really cool. And there's like gems in here for anybody that's watching that's trying to figure out how they can get in with like a big time producer. So, Oracle was designing Timberland sounds. I was a big Tim fan. And so I had researched where is Tim getting all these dope sounds from. Turns out it's from Sound Oracle. So I started buying Sound Oracle sound kits. And then what I would do here, this is where the gems are. So if you're trying to catch somebody's attention, what you want to do is you want to I bought his sounds, right? And I would make beats with them, but I wouldn't do it like some regular stuff, make a beat and shake the camera around. What I would do is I would bring a saxophonist in, stand next to me, a violinist in next to me, a piano player like on like a grand piano, and I would play my drum machine as they're getting down on the fiddle or they're getting down on the saxophone. And so what happened was his assistant kept seeing this posted because I would tag him in it. And so then assistant
Okay, you heard that.
yeah,
You heard that.
tag him in it. And then his assistant eventually reached out and was like, yo, there's this dude that's actually like doing really cool stuff with your sounds. Like you should check the videos out. So then he started to check the videos out. And then one day he hit me up in the DM. She remembers this too. Cause he was like, yo, I appreciate what you're doing with the sounds. I didn't think nothing of it. I just gave, the emoji. And then he goes, yo, like, what are your goals for music? At that moment, I knew my life was about to change when he
I
asked
got
that.
you. Gotcha.
And then he said, do you have time for a phone call? And then we got on the phone. He said, whatever you're doing with all those musicians, I want you to start doing that for me. So then here's where more of the gems are, right?
Yep.
So I signed a contract, work for hire. That's a one-time gig, and that's what the contract said. It said it's a one-time gig. Like you're not going to get hired after this. Well, what I started doing was extra shit, right? So I recorded a choir for him, but then what I did was I
Stop. Tell
yeah.
them. They need to look at him and
Yeah.
tell them that.
Okay,
It's
I got
real.
you.
Go ahead. You go ahead.
Yeah, so I recorded a choir for him, and then what I did was I shot, without asking, I just shot a tutorial on how I recorded the tutorial. Like, here's my chain, and here's what I did for the processing and this and that. And then I sent it to him, and I said, is this useful for you? And he's like, bro, I've been trying to do tutorials for a long time. Can you do this on the regular? I was like, yes, I can, because that was my plan.
Absolutely.
And so the thing about it is when we hit up people on IG and entrepreneurs and influencers, it's always, yo, I would love to help you out. Bro, he doesn't have time to figure out what work that you could do for him. What you need to do is you need to figure out what you can do for him and then be like, here, is this useful? Now you've already done the work and he doesn't
Jackpot.
have to
Created
think.
the position for
Yeah,
yourself.
jackpot.
Because think about it. If I came here and said, hey, you know, I'd love a job. What can I do? Now I put you in a position where you have to start thinking about, well, damn, what could he do? Like, I don't, you know.
Right.
Instead-
You're bringing the solution to the table.
Exactly.
Initially. And bro, after hearing what you said about your family, I can echo that. My family, yeah.
Yeah.
I've been on my own since I was 15, if that tells you a little bit of a story, and I'm 52.
that.
So the fact that your drive, you thought outside the box. When everybody shitted on you and didn't want to deal with you, your determination, your drive, your passion, and the fact that you had the intuitiveness enough to think outside the box.
Yeah.
There's no way you would have caught that attention had you not done that. And we talk about that all the time, babe. But just thinking outside, what can I do in Skin and Bones to make this experience different and nice for people? Shit.
Take your time. Take your time.
Pardon me. What can I do at the Skinny to make it a different experience for people? So let me ask you, are you going to do something here for us live at the Skinny, bro?
Yes, but I'm like, I don't want to say nervous, but like, I'm not like, when it comes to producing, I'm not like as dope as probably your other guests. So like, we'll see how it turns out.
Don't do that.
Yeah,
We'll see.
don't do that.
We'll see.
Look, bro, look, honestly, when you decided to do the interview, bro, I got excited. Like,
Yeah.
I get excited when people want to do it. This dude is dope. He's a rapper. I mean, nobody owes me anything, right? So I'll say this in closing. Nobody owes me anything. The fact that you guys took the time out of your day to drive from wherever you were, the fact that you took the time out, that you guys took the time to come here, that speaks volumes. And Miss Williams has another question. Yes, matter of fact, come here, babe. Okay, well, what you want me to ask? Okay, don't
Great
answer.
question.
It's my show, so let me phone it. So I want. Thank you. That's my human cue card. So I want to ask you, what are some of your challenges now? Now that you've gone through all those things, like what are some of your challenges that you're experiencing? Is that good? Okay. Okay. What do you
Man,
got?
It's the big one we all deal with, man. Finding the time to do it, and then two, when something like a big name artist like pops up, I gotta like drop everything, right? Like the shit I had to do over the weekend for, I can't say the name, but
No, I don't. It's
yeah,
good.
but just know it's like one of the biggest ones out right now, and I had to drop everything for that. So now I have to like redo my whole week, which means I got to put in a little extra work, at more hours in the day, and then I got to put in more hours, because normally I try to take a day or two off during the week, and this particular last 2 weeks I wasn't able to do that because I had to do that. So that's my biggest struggle is finding the time, because there's so much stuff I got to do between the video, the mixing, and then whenever like a big name comes in, like obviously you gotta drop everything.
You have to.
Yeah, because you're not gonna give up an opportunity like that. So that's my biggest challenge, man, is just finding the damn time.
Hey,
Yeah.
but you know
That's
what?
a good problem to have.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I was about to say the same thing. That's like a great problem. Like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to find a time when I can shake work and get the hell on back here so I can do this shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You're like, yeah, I'm trying to find time to work with big name artists. And the hell are you talking about, bro? Shit, let me get my ass meat right. Okay. Yes, babe, you have another question. Go ahead. I can't remember all that. Okay, so do you have an attorney to help you with your paperwork? And you just turned the heat on. Oh, my God. I'm going to get me a white girl.
Don't you start.
Okay. And
Wait, first off, I do appreciate these questions. These are really good questions, so I'm glad you're here.
my questions ain't
So-
shit. Oh, no. Here you go, babe. I just kidding. Go ahead.
So I had the fortunate opportunity that I went to school and for music, and what was really cool about that school was they taught us everything besides mixing and production. They also taught us music theory, and they also taught us music business. So there's two things out of that. One, they taught me a lot about contract law and stuff. So like the easy shit, I can do a lot of that by myself. But the bigger stuff, like I had to sign a publishing deal over the fall for like some TV and movie sync licensing or whatever. There was a lot of jargon in there that I didn't understand, and because I went to school, I have all these professors that have like master's degree in it, and so I get the great opportunity that I can just email them and be like, hey, could you look over this contract, tell me if it's a fair one. So because of that, I get the fortunate opportunity that I get to save a lot of money and not have to go through an attorney, because I have all my professors back at school that are willing to help out.
Baby, do you have any more questions before I close with Realistic? No. Okay. So, needless to say, bro, we want to have you do a beat here for us at the Skinny. And just do your thing. We're so happy that you came to drop these gems. If you guys didn't do anything else, you didn't learn anything from this, then you actually weren't watching and listening. So this has been Realistic. My co-host in the building, London Elixir. I'm Stein with Skin and Bones Project Studio. This has been the Skinny for sure. We'll see you next time. When we come back, Realistic's gonna be on stage making a beat. For sure. Don't go nowhere.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your guy, Realistic here. I'm at the Skinny live here in Atlanta. Shout out to my guy, man. I really appreciate you having here. We're going to cook up a little bit, see if I can come up with something hot, see if I can or not. Let's do it. Y'all ready?
Yes, sir.
All right,
let's go, baby. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Realistic came through with the heat. Yeah, I'm rapping. Shoes on my feet. You know it's lit. I'm finna eat. That's about all I got.
All I got. All I got.
And I'm taking shots.
What you thought this was? Everybody around a nigga know what I done. Homeboy, matter of fact, I do this by the book. I'm a textbook rapper, you can tell with one look. I come from the old school, nigga, you new school. In other words, nigga, I'm the book, you the movie. Everybody still trying to do me. I don't give a fuck. When I spit loogies. Matter of fact, it's I can do this forever with the
Hey, you taking them to the house, Realistic?
From the shit in my mind,
Yeah.
Boy, you already know that I'm divine. That nigga turning water and
Dick Paradise. We getting you here next, baby. What's up? You can dance? What's up? Hey! Get him up! Yeah! Get him, Maya! Oh, shit! Go! Yeah! Oh, shit! She's killing that shit! I can't fucking get it like that, bro! Get him, Maya! Go, Maya! Go, Maya! Go, Maya! Yeah! Go, Maya! Yeah! Go, Maya! Oh, she killing that shit! It's too easy, baby! It's too easy! Yeah! Hey! You can dance better than me! God damn! Yeah, man! Shit!
I officially have no talent. Everybody can do some shit.
Everybody can do some shit other than me.